Africa is about to witness an aviation transformation on a scale never seen before. In the heart of East Africa, Ethiopia has launched construction on a staggering $12.5 billion mega airport that will eclipse every other airport on the continent. The question is no longer if this will change African aviation, it's how dramatically it will reshape it. A $12.5 billion aviation bet on the future. Ethiopia has launched one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in modern African history, the $12.5 billion Bishoftu International Airport. Designed to become the largest airport on the continent, the project signals Ethiopia's determination to cement its position as Africa's premier aviation hub. The groundbreaking ceremony, led by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali in January 2026, marked the official beginning of construction on what officials describe as the biggest aviation infrastructure development Africa has ever seen. Located approximately 45 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa, in the town of Bishoftu, the airport is being built to replace and dramatically surpass the capacity of Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. Bole, currently the country's primary gateway, is expected to reach its operational limits within the next 2 to 3 years. With air traffic in East Africa forecast to grow by more than 200% over the next decade, Ethiopia is moving aggressively to stay ahead of demand rather than react to it. This project is not simply about building a larger terminal. It represents a strategic repositioning of Ethiopia in global aviation, trade, and logistics networks, designed for 110 million passengers. When fully completed in 2030, Bishoftu International Airport will handle up to 110 million passengers annually. That is more than 4 times the capacity of Ethiopia's existing main airport, and would place Bishoftu among the largest airports in the world, not just Africa. The airport will include 4 runways and parking capacity for up to 270 aircraft. In its initial phase, the project will deliver 2 independently operating Code 4E parallel runways and a terminal capable of handling 60 million passengers per year. Subsequent expansion phases will increase that capacity to the full 110 million mark. This phase development strategy allows Ethiopian Airlines to align infrastructure growth with traffic demand. Instead of overbuilding too early or expanding too late, the airport will scale in stages. The approach reflects careful financial planning and demand forecasting, ensuring the project remains sustainable as passenger numbers climb. The design anticipates that around 80% of passengers will be transit travelers. Ethiopia's geographic position between Africa, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East makes it ideal for connecting flights. Bishoftu is therefore being built primarily as a high-efficiency transfer hub, optimized to minimize walking distances and streamline passenger movement. A striking cross-shaped architectural vision. The airport's architecture sets it apart as much as its size. Designed by Zaha Hadid architects, the terminal features a distinctive cross-shaped layout spanning approximately 660,000 square meters. A single central spine organizes the entire complex, from check-in zones to departure gates and aircraft piers. This configuration is not only visually dramatic but highly functional. The central spine reduces transfer times and ensures intuitive navigation for connecting passengers. Each pier extending from the central structure features interior materials and color schemes inspired by Ethiopia's diverse landscapes, from highland plateaus to valleys and lowlands. The design draws inspiration from the Great Rift Valley, one of Ethiopia's most iconic geological features, which passes near Bishoftu. Zaha Hadid architect's signature parametric style transforms this natural topography into fluid architectural forms. The result is an airport that does not merely serve as infrastructure, but as a cultural and symbolic landmark. By embedding regional identity into the building's design, Ethiopia aims to present travelers with a powerful first impression of the country's heritage and natural beauty. Strategic advantages of Bishoftu's location. One of the most important decisions behind the project is its location. Bishoftu sits nearly 400 meters lower in elevation than Addis Ababa's current Bole airport. That difference may seem modest, but in aviation terms it is highly significant. Lower elevation means denser air, which improves aircraft performance. Combined with longer runways, this allows planes to operate at higher maximum takeoff weights while consuming less fuel. For Ethiopian Airlines, which operates long-haul routes across Europe, Asia, North America, and the Middle East, This translates into improved efficiency and the ability to expand non-stop services to even more distant destinations. Operational advantages like these directly strengthen the airline's competitiveness. Ethiopian Airlines is already Africa's largest carrier, and Bishoftu will provide the infrastructure needed to support further fleet expansion and network growth. The airport will also be connected to central Addis Ababa and the existing Bole Airport via a planned high-speed rail link. This integration ensures seamless movement between the capital and the new aviation hub, preventing the isolation that often plagues mega airport projects. Funding a continental mega project. The scale of Bishoftu International Airport requires complex financial coordination. Ethiopian Airlines plans to finance approximately 30% of the project internally, demonstrating significant institutional confidence in its long-term profitability. The remaining funding will come from international lenders. The African Development Bank has committed $500 million and is leading efforts to mobilize an additional $8.7 billion. Financial institutions and investors from the Middle East, Europe, China, and the United States have expressed strong interest in supporting the project. Originally estimated at $10 billion, the cost has since been revised to $12.5 billion, reflecting expanded scope and updated economic conditions. Ethiopian Airlines has already allocated $610 million for initial earthworks, which are expected to be completed within 1 year. Major contractors are scheduled to begin substantial construction work in August 2026. This blend of national investment and international financing highlights Ethiopia's growing economic influence. Large-scale infrastructure projects of this magnitude require both credibility and confidence from global markets, and the airport's funding structure suggests that lenders believe in Ethiopia's aviation growth story. Sustainability and environmental innovation. Despite its enormous scale, Bishoftu International Airport is being designed with sustainability at its core. The project targets LEED Gold certification, signaling adherence to internationally recognized green building standards. The terminal will incorporate natural ventilation systems and effective solar shading tailored to the Oromia region's temperate subtropical highland climate. Semi-enclosed spaces will allow passengers to experience natural airflow during warm summers and mild winters, reducing reliance on artificial cooling. Photovoltaic arrays installed across this will generate on-site renewable energy. Stormwater management systems will channel runoff into newly created wetlands and bioswales, mitigating flood risks while enhancing biodiversity. Construction materials such as concrete and steel will be sourced locally wherever possible, reducing the project's carbon footprint while supporting domestic industries. The inclusion of drought-resistant native plants in landscaped courtyards further reinforces the airport's environmental sensitivity. By integrating sustainable design principles from the outset, Ethiopia aims to build not just the largest airport in Africa, but one of the most environmentally advanced. Passenger experience at the core. Beyond runways and engineering, the airport is designed to redefine the passenger experience. Amenities will include a 350-room airside hotel, allowing transit passengers to rest without leaving the secure zone. Dining areas, entertainment spaces, and retail facilities will reflect both international brands and Ethiopian culture. Outdoor courtyards landscaped with indigenous plants will provide natural light and open-air relaxation areas rarely seen in traditional airport terminals. These design choices reflect a shift away from purely functional aviation infrastructure toward hospitality-driven environments. Because the majority of travelers will be connecting passengers, speed and comfort are critical. The cross-shaped terminal layout ensures efficient gate transfers, while intuitive signage and spatial organization reduce stress for international travelers navigating tight schedules. Ethiopia is positioning Bishoftu not merely as a transit point, but as a destination experience in its own right. The rise of an airport city. Surrounding the airport will be a fully developed airport city designed to accommodate approximately 80,000 residents. This mixed-use district will operate 24 hours a day without curfew restrictions, creating a vibrant economic ecosystem around the aviation hub. The airport city concept includes residential buildings, commercial offices, hotels, logistics centers, and retail developments. By clustering businesses and housing around the airport, Ethiopia aims to stimulate economic activity, attract foreign investment, and create thousands of jobs. By 2030, if construction proceeds as planned, Ethiopia will not only operate Africa's largest airport, but one of the most significant aviation hubs in the world. The $12.5 billion investment is a bold declaration that the future of African aviation will be shaped not by limitations, but by expansive vision and strategic execution. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Africa's biggest aviation project, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more global mega project stories.